Hi all. Today I'm going to show you how to set up Git with a Godot project as I'm starting a new project, a new game jam. And I thought I would just make a video showing how to do that because it's actually a little bit complicated. There's some fighting between the two. They both want to have empty folders to begin with, so it helps to make it a little bit easier. So we'll get started. You can see I'm on the main page of Git here. It's just my page. If you go here, new repository, we're going to give it a name, and we'll just give it the game name. In this case, it's the, I believe, did they say, or 3 rather, I think is what it is. So we'll just leave it at that for now. We're going to leave it private. I'm going to add a git ignore. For this, you want to pick Godot. We are going to change it right away. And I like to add a license right away, and I just do MIT typically. Later we can add another license that uses, for example, CC, Creative Commons by name, so that you can, or by non-monetary, whatever the term is, so that people can't steal your art. But MIT is usually what I use for the code. And yeah, that's actually all we need for that. So let's go ahead and create the repository. And you can see it's just got the basic stuff. The first thing we're going to do here actually is go in here. Now I'm on a Mac. And Macs have this little problem where they store directory structures in a folder. So what we're going to do is remove this file. We're going to hit edit, make this change. And DS store stands for directory structure store. So this will remove that folder. You generally don't want to publish that folder immediately. Now keep in mind, on other platforms, Windows, Linux, whatever, you probably won't have to do this. I don't think it checks in hidden files like that. But on Mac, you definitely should if you want to be safe. Okay, and for this purpose, since we don't even have this downloaded on our machine yet, nobody else knows about this, we're just going to commit it directly to the main branch. Okay, so you hit the code button, and you hit open with GitHub desktop. And then you hit this button to make sure it goes through, or you can hit always allow. Now this is showing I've got some changes to a different game, so that'll come in handy a little bit later. I'm going to update my local path. This is on my hard drive where this is going. I'm going to say make a new one here. I'm going to remove this because we already have the subfolder. And hit clone. Now that automatically brings it to your machine. And now that it's on your machine, now we can actually get started with creating the actual Godot project. The first thing you'll notice is I've opened a finder to Godot projects. That's the base folder where I put everything for Godot basically. So then I go to the parent folder. This is just because I do a lot of game jams, so I want to specify which one we're doing here. And we'll go to, oh, well, I named it GWJ. That was silly because it's not that, but whatever, it's fine. You can see it's got all this stuff in it already. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to open Godot. I'll hit new project. I'll browse to it. And if I select this folder, it says, please choose an empty folder. So it sees that as not empty, which is a problem. So we'll put in a title here and hit create folder, and that'll work. It makes a subfolder with that in it. We'll hit create and edit. So if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be able to actually create and edit this because it makes you pick an empty folder. But now what I'm going to do is I'm immediately going to quit to the project list. Come back here, open up this, select these, copy them, come back out, and paste. Now notice that's in the folder that is in GitHub. I deleted the old folder. You can see now it's got the new stuff here. I'm actually going to go ahead and rename the folder because it's bothering me. And notice when you rename a folder like that that actually contains the value, you can locate and find it. And it'll just redo all the changes from there. And from here, since again this is going to be our initial check-in, I'm just going to leave it on this branch and commit to main, push origin. Now from here, after I did that rename and moving the stuff around, Godot itself is going to be a little confused. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what shows up here. It shows it still has it, and it has it at the old path. If you try to run it, it'll say it can't open. So what we're going to say is remove, and that'll get rid of the file for us, and we'll just hit import. And now we go back, find our project again, find the project.godot file, and hit open, import and edit. Now our file is back, and we're good to go. And that's how you get started with Godot and GitHub. Thank you.